Hello everybody and welcome back to Amazing Tech for All. So we are continuing on with our lessons on the Linux terminal. So what we're going to do is click on the start button once you've logged into your Linux machine, and we'll click on terminal. So the command that we're going to be working on today is ls. So you can see that I've recreated this Linux server or Linux desktop machine because I had some issues with the previous installation. So one of the things I would like to do is reset the host name for this machine. So we'll do this through this command sudo sudo hostname ctl. It's got to be two words. Hostname ctl, and it's set hostname Ubuntu 1. Right. Well, let's just type in the user and password. And if we close this session and open a new terminal, then commands will, your hostname will now be set to Ubuntu 1. So I'm going to make this window a little bit bigger. And we'll start with one of the most important commands, which is the ls command. The ls command gives you a list of all the files in a particular directory or folder, if you like. So these are the options to look at. But ls itself will give you a simple listing of the files. But if you add additional parameters like ls -a, it will give you a list of the files and all the other files, the hidden files that are shown here. So you can see these files with a dot in front of it, those are hidden. So under normal parameters, without parameters, it will just give you the files that's normally visible. So if you want to see the hidden files, then you will use the -a command. So the ls -l command will give you the listing will be with more details. So here you can see that all the files here are directories. So this is the first section here is the permissions. Then it is the owner, the user, and the group. Then it's also the size of the file. So this is because all of these are directories, they are all the same, and you can see that they were all created around about the same time. So let's go and find a file. So if we combine ls -al, then you'll have the hidden files there as well. So let's do that. Now you can see the hidden files are listed as well, and these are the owners. I mean, you can see this is no longer a directory, but the file is readable by its owner, and it's writable by its owner. So here in this particular directory drwx, it shows here by the owner it is a directory. It can be read, it can be written to, and executed. So that is the X means for execution. So this section here is the owner of the file. This is the group of the file, and this is everybody else, right? So everybody else can execute, but a certain of them can be just the owner, and the group can execute and read. So, for example, if you would like to see what else is in another folder, for example, under the etc folder, so /etc, this will give us a list of all the files that's in the etc folder. This is where your general configuration files reside. There we go. So you can see there are directories which are currently in blue, and in white is your standard files. So let's go ls, we can put a -al here, and it will show all the files that are in the etc folder. So this is a short tutorial on the ls command. Thank you very much. Oh, before I go, there is one more parameter I would like to add, and that is the H component. H means make it human readable, which means the sizes will now tell you if it's bytes, kilobytes, or megabytes. So let's just take a look. There we can see these are kilobytes. Fortunately, in these folders, everything is quite small, so you won't see much. But maybe we can take a look at the bin folder. Let's just do that. bin should be a bit more. Oh, sorry. That is the user bin folder. Sorry, and let's just put this where we should normally have it, which is at the end of this usr. Let's see. There we go. So now you can see all the files that are executable files. You can see the owner can read, write, execute. The group can read, execute, and the others can read and execute, but they can't write to it. So yes, and you can see the file sizes, the date it was created, or last modified rather. The last modified date is the parameter that is being shown. Thank you very much.